Hey everybody, it's 9:47. Thanks so much for joining us. It is time for Imagine It. Carl Nelson is here, and we're taking the science experiments to the kitchen today.
We are.
All right, thanks. Handy dandy safety goggles.
Exactly, because we're going to work with some liquid nitrogen today.
One of your favorite things.
One of my favorite things. And the other favorite is ice cream.
Ooh,
okay?
I like where you're going with this.
This is the basic recipe for ice cream. 1 part milk, 2 parts heavy whipping cream, 1 part sugar, dash vanilla. Now at the Science Center, we would take this stuff, pour some liquid nitrogen into it, cool it down really quick, make some ice cream, and that's one way to do it. But I thought maybe we could like reverse that process and do it a little bit differently. Okay, and so taking this mixture, I'm just going to pour it into these other containers that have a little bit of food coloring.
All right.
Okay, and so this is just your basic ice cream mixture.
There we go.
If you wanted to use this mixture at home, we have recipes on our website where you can actually do this with a baggie and some salt and ice.
Oh, perfect, because these are all things that we have at home or that you can buy at the grocery store.
They are, except for this ingredient, which is the liquid nitrogen. This stuff is 320 degrees below zero.
Whew.
Very, very cold. And we're going to use this, like we do in our normal ice cream making process, to cool our mixture down.
Okay.
Except I thought instead of actually pouring it in, what if we made something that I'm going to term the nitro cream pop?
The nitro cream pop.
So marshmallows.
Marshmallows, okay.
Marshmallows, nitrogen. So what I want you to do is dip the marshmallows, which are 400 degrees hotter than the nitrogen, into the nitrogen to cool them down.
Okay.
So just push it right down in there, hold it down, I'll do mine as well. And you can see it starts to boil even more vigorously because that thing is so hot.
Oh, wow.
Now we don't want to leave it in too long because then it's going to become a golf ball.
Okay.
So pull it out and dip it right into your red. I'll do into the green.
Woo! Wow,
And
it's starting to bubble up.
It's very, very cold, right? Now go back into the nitrogen. Just pull it right back in. We're going to use the nitrogen to quickly freeze that ice cream.
Oh, how neat.
Go back into your color again. We're going to gather more. We're going to bring it back into the nitrogen. And we're going to go back into the color.
Okay.
And then we're going to go back into the nitrogen. Now, if you want to get fancy, let's do this. Let's swap.
Ooh,
now, you can do halfway into the color.
Okay.
And then into the nitrogen. All right, back into the color halfway. And what we're doing is we're building up layers of ice cream on top of the marshmallow.
Delicious ice cream that I hope I can eat.
You can. And one more dip, and then into the nitrogen. Leave it in there for, bring it back into the nitrogen, cool it off, plunge the whole thing in a little bit, bring it back out. Now, while it's frosty like that, probably too cold to eat.
Right.
But the cool thing that kids can actually build up their own sort of ice cream sickle of sorts. And here, I think mine is good for you. Why don't you try that one?
Oh boy, okay.
How's it taste?
That is so good.
Now, it's not low-fat, low-cal ice cream.
No, it is not.
But it's because the nitrogen cools the ice cream so quickly, you get tiny ice crystals. And that makes the ice cream really smooth and creamy.
This is very neat.
Come down, check out at the Science Center. We're not doing this kind yet. It's brand new. You're one of the first people to taste them. But we are making liquid nitrogen ice cream throughout the holidays. Come out and check it out.
All right, sounds good. Now that my mouth is nice and green, that's Imagine It from Carl Nelson and this week's Imagine It. Stay right there. We have sports next.